So I've been trying to make this video about success, and I've noticed since doing these videos that I have some speech patterns that I would like to correct because they are unnecessary, and I don't like them. One is that I number my points. One, blah, 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 blah. Two, blah, 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 blah. That's unnecessary. Why am I doing that? I don't know. I don't understand it. It's a habit that I need to try to break. Okay. And that I say quite a bit. And those are unnecessary words. It's a waste of time, your time and mine. So I'm going to try to not do either one of those things anymore. And on that note, I would highly recommend if you're doing a self-discovery, you know, you're trying to find out more about yourself, um, record a video, either talking to a friend or yourself or your phone or whatever. You will discover things about yourself you didn't even realize because the view from inside here is way different from the view inside there. There. Where's my finger? There. What? Anyway, inside there. There. The phone. Behind the camera. Who is this person parking all out in the middle of the road? I don't understand. Anyway, so success. On to the point of this video today. Uh, Success to me, I'm very lucky because I know exactly what success for me is. Not picking up and putting in. So, as an addict, I am lucky enough to know the ultimate success for myself is to not pick up and put in. Everything else is secondary. Gravy, as I call it. If I'm successful at my job, it's because I didn't pick up and put in. If I am successful in my life, it's because I didn't pick up and put in. I also think it's funny that I'm making these videos in the car since I'm planning to move into a car. Kind of weird that I feel more comfortable doing it here, even though I don't have the van yet. So I guess I'm preparing myself for that in many ways that I hadn't even realized until I thought about it. So back to success. I don't, for me, a big house, fancy car, jewelry, name brand clothing and handbags. Louis Vuitton is not the be all end all. Um, you know, Prada shoes probably would hurt my feet. So, a good pair of tennis shoes, I'm on the hunt for I work on concrete, so a good pair of tennis shoes would be an amazing gift. So, if you know of any good shoes for concrete, leave a comment. I really need a good pair of tennis shoes. I'm old, my feet hurt. I also measure my own success in terms of how I treat other people. This has, since being in recovery and doing the steps and searching my soul and becoming, more in contact with my higher power, I am hyper aware of even my thoughts. Even if I don't say anything, my thoughts have altered. For example, if I see if I see someone dressed a certain way or exhibiting behaviors that I try to judge. I'm not as judgmental about those things anymore. In my head, I would think, whoo, girl. And then you wonder why people get raped, or something like that because they're wearing a skimpy outfit, you know. Or doesn't that person own a mirror or have a friend that would tell him that looks terrible? Who am I to judge what other people wear? I'm nobody, and it's not my business. And I've noticed recently that those thoughts are not as prevalent in my head as they once were. The other day, I saw a girl wearing something I thought was a little skimpy. And, I was, who? And I started, that's as far as the thought went. I was like, you do you, honey. You do you. And so it's just being aware, self-aware. But back to success. Well, I call that a success because I've changed my thought patterns. So that's a success to me, a win. Woo, yay. And so when I ask myself, it's all in the same category. What do I need? What do I want? How do I want to be? The life that I want to live. How is that? What does successful living look like to me? If you want a house and a specific car, if that's what you need to feel successful in your life, great. Work towards that. If a title on the door of your office is what makes you feel like you've succeeded, then awesome. Who am I to judge? That's not how I evaluate success. And perhaps it comes from, living out there in the addiction. I'm almost positive that's what it is. I resided in a self-made prison of, obsession and compulsion for so long that it's the small things that I am grateful for and that that are important to me. It's the little things, the sunset. I wish I would stop. Now that I've realized I do that, I notice it, but I'm going to try real hard, Okay. So these are just raw footage, no editing, as you can tell. Because it's not about the editing and the visual. It's not about the quality of the video. It's about the content. These are questions that I want to answer for me. And leave a record so that when I'm old and can't remember anything, I can look back or the kids can look back or whatever. Anywho, find out what it is that's important to you and how you want to succeed. What does your life look like to you? And make a plan to get there, because life is entirely too short. There are not enough days to fuck around. Okay? Success is like art. It's subjective. What you think is successful is all that's important. If I feel good about what I've done today, that's a success. If I didn't hurt anybody's feelings, that's a success, If I can look myself in the mirror and not have any regrets for the day, that's a success. And I don't want to be, laying on my deathbed going, wish I woulda, coulda, shoulda. And, that's all I got today. Love yourselves and each other as much as I do. Have a beautiful day.